Betway sponsors Premier League darts on Sky Sports.
We're here with Phil Taylor at the Betway offices just ahead of the Betway Premier League darts playoffs. Phil, 24 hours out from the playoffs and you've lifted this trophy 6 times before.
Yes.
You're looking pretty good to make it 7 tomorrow.
I feel good. I'm practising good. I've been doing a bit of practising with Ian White, who's been pushing me for the last couple of days. So everything's going nice. It's just a matter of pushing on now. I mean, the main thing is qualifying. So now I've qualified, I've done everything right, I can relax a little bit now. I was a bit nervous, to be honest with it, each week, trying to qualify. I think everybody was, to be honest with it. So now I've qualified, I can relax a bit now.
Raymond van Barneveld in the semis, it's a game that everybody likes to talk about and likes to look forward to.
I look forward to it, to be honest with you. It's going to be a good game, obviously, Barney's going to play well. And so is the other semi-final as well. I mean, Michael against Gary, which if I was a betting man, I'd put it 50-50. I really would. It's a tough match to call, that one. Gary's in form to beat Michael, and Michael is in form to beat Gary. So it'll be a good one, that will.
And we'll just move on to some of the questions that fans have sent in through the Betway Facebook and Twitter pages. So you don't have to worry too much, but I think we'll knock them up, the easy ones first. Yeah. What's been the highlight so far for you in this Betway Premier League season?
Beating Michael on the return match, so it's 1 each. Obviously, he beat me 7-0 the first one, and it was, I was gutted about that one. But I was doing everything right. I'd swapped sponsors and everything. Everything was lovely. He just caught me on the hop a little bit, First TV game, I was a bit up here thinking about the new darts and everything, but everything's gone back. So I'd say that's the highlight, and plus qualifying against Robert.
Yeah.
Especially after the first leg, missing 3 at double 12. I couldn't believe it. I was gutted. So qualifying as well, the last match.
Yeah. We've had one. What do you like best about the Betway Premier League? Obviously, when you go around, you go to the great arenas, great fans, and it's a great tournament as well.
Again, being totally honest with you, qualifying, getting through to the last 4. When we go into the O2 tomorrow, if I can imagine, the actual dome is absolutely massive. So we go in there, we walk through the venue, you see the staging, and the arena was just a bit like Twickenham. And then as you walk down the corridor towards the dressing room, you see all the pictures on the side of the wall. You got like Kylie Minogue, George Michael, Robbie Williams, Beyonce, and Phil Taylor's on the wall as well. And it's that what inspires you. You think, this is unbelievable, this, you know what I mean? Not just me, Barney's on there as well, and, Adie's with me and whatnot. And to see us on a wall with them type of people, it's brilliant, you know what I mean? It just brings everything into reality a little bit.
Now, a lot of people talk about the possibility of having a 2-tier Premier League of 2 divisions with promotion and relegation. Obviously, it gets the fans talking. What's your view on that?
I think it's a good idea, yeah. I think that'd be quite good. Yeah, good thinking that is. I'm sure Barry Earns already thought about that, but yeah.
I'm sure he'll be watching this. Obviously, we've touched on what happened at the start of the season. Someone's asked, what was going through your mind? Obviously, you lost 4 of the first 5. I know you always said to see you at the end of the season. I'd rather you didn't swear, but what was going through your head at that point?
It was literally, I was ready to go down the paper shop and get a pack of razor blades. It was that, it was awful. To where you've been so good for so long, and all of a sudden you're getting beat 7-0 and you get beat the week after. But in my own defence, I was missing doubles. That's all I was doing really. My averages were good. I probably the highest average and losing. So I knew I've only got to tweak a little bit. My mother's talking to me saying, "You'll be." I said, "I know," and the players were backing me as well. It's weird. Players are going. It's like they don't want me up there, but when I'm not up there, they want me back up there. It really is weird. I've seen it with Steve Davis exactly the same, and Stephen Hendry's the same, where they want you to win because you're losing. So I was worried about it. I was concerned, but not too concerned. I knew if I could just up my game a little bit, then I would be level par.
Okay. There was a lot of tweaking of your darts as well, wasn't there, with Target?
Yeah. I mean, Gary Plummer from Target was brilliant. I mean, I do call him the genius because he is, and he stuck with me, and he's put his money behind me, and he's been absolutely fantastic for me. I'm really pleased.
Now, going on to a few more of the questions. One's asking, and I guess going back to the start of the season, how good's your left arm throw? Could you ever play professionally left-handed? I don't know if you thought that.
I was thinking about it. I'll be honest with you. No, I'm absolutely rubbish with my left hand. My son's a left-handed player. Yeah. No, I'm not. No, I'm absolutely. I'm not Ronnie O'Sullivan. Trust me. If I could, I would have done.
Yeah. You've won over 200 tournaments down the years, over probably 25, 30 years as a pro. What would stand out for you as the most memorable win?
There's been a few, really. News of the World would be one. I think Blackpool is always going to be one of my favourites. The most memorable one has got to be the Premier League final against Wadey, doing the 2-9ers, which was on TV, funny enough, last night with Sid Waddell.
Yeah.
That was probably the most memorable one, because it's the only one that's ever been done, and I missed the third one. And I got booed. I've done 2-9 darts, missed the third, and they booed me. So, that'll be the most memorable one for me.
I remember when you missed the third, you looked incandescent with yourself. You almost looked like you're going to stab yourself with a dart.
Yeah. Where them razor blades go. Yeah, I was gutted because I wanted to do it for the people that that came back the night after after it being cancelled. They're the ones what did all the travelling and all spent all the money and stayed an extra night. And the amount of stick I got the week after, because people had come and watch it, say, why'd you go and do the 2-9 daughters when I wasn't there? It's great, and people still talk about that match.
I remember being with you and seeing taxi drivers and bus drivers stopping and beeping their horns and talking about it.
Yeah, shouting out the window at me.
Well, another one kind of along those lines, did you ever think that the game could hit the heights that it has right now?
I did. When I was with the BDO, I always said, if you get the right promoter who knows what he's doing, and Barry Earn is a total genius where business is concerned, get the right promoter. Yes, I did. I thought we could get there because the general public loved the dart. As Stephen Fry said, you don't have to be university educated to follow the game. In a lot of games, people don't understand the rules. So with us, it's just start there, finish there, simple.
And just a final one, you've obviously gained a lot of success from your career. You started quite late as opposed to people like Michael and Adrian who came through as teenagers. How has the game helped to change your life?
Changed my life. Some. I mean, I've had some of the greatest times in in my life in darts, and I've had some of the worst times in darts. Because you're sacrificing your life for your career. And you're sacrificing your children's lives. As a father, really, my 4 children missed out a lot on me. I'm not being there, been working all the time. So when I hear this off other players, especially Aidan, and Gary now, he's got a young baby. It's difficult to be away from home all the time because you're sacrificing. Your child, their childhood, to be on the road and earn a living for them. But that's Dad's job. That's what we have to do. So it's changed my life in a lot of ways. Financially, it's made me secure. It's given me an opportunity to look after my parents and my family. So I made sure that they are okay. And that's it, really. And at the heights that I love doing. I love playing darts. I love the competitiveness. I love the new players coming through. I like the cockiness of him. I mean, Michael's great. He's a lovely person, but he's a nightmare on stage. And that's how he should be. I mean, it's great. I love it. I really enjoy the company of him. And I'm looking forward to the next 2 or 3 years of battling with him and trying week in and week out, if I can, to improve myself. And that's what I want to do. I said to Gary, this year we'll stick with this dart, and then we'll change and we'll try and improve again.
I know you love picking up those trophies as well.
Yeah. It's once cleaning that trophy, does. It's dirty.
Michael's had it for a year.
It wasn't like that when he's in my house.
That's Phil Taylor.
Betway sponsors Premier League darts on Sky Sports.
1, 2.